Good afternoon. Let's change the subject. I'll just say that I've had some really nice messages of support and one or two genuine offers. So that's nice, and it's encouraging because it shows that there are places out there, and one or two extra options in terms of getting myself to another place. But yeah, let's just put that whole story to bed for the minute at least. Once again, thank you to those of you who have done the usual, really, messages of support and one or two firm offers, which in reality I probably will pass on because I need to be within a certain radius really for my work. But you never know, something might come up that's really suitable, and if it really comes to it, then something less suitable will definitely be considered. Anyway, I thought I'd talk a bit about my work today, which was a little bit unusual. Firstly, I had a message yesterday from the site manager of a site in Pease Pottage that I was due to visit this morning. He just said, could you cancel the visit? I don't have any operatives on the site and I won't be there myself tomorrow. This was a message I got yesterday, so okay, a little bit of a stone in my shoe in terms of my work plans, but I rearranged a couple of bits and I went and did 3 of the 4 jobs that I have with this particular company. Got to the first site and was in conversation with the site manager there, who told me that the guy in question who had messaged me to say don't come doesn't actually work for the company anymore. He was given his P45 last week due to the fact that he didn't have a current CSCS card, which means that you can't go on a building site to work. It's as simple as that. And this guy, he's been in the game for, I think he said something like 38, 39 years. So he knew exactly the situation, and he just kind of winged it, and he got found out by the principal contractor, which is Barrett Homes or Barrett Houses. You know the company anyway, you've heard of them. The upshot for him was that he was banned from all Barrett building sites for 5 years. But I do not know why he did that to me. He couldn't have had anything against me. I've visited him on site, I think 4 times, had some very straightforward audits, no particular problems, and I don't know, it struck me that that was his parting shot to the people that had let him go, and I don't know why I was dragged into it. So it cost me the pay for one job today. I'll be going there anyway next week, so it's no major, but obviously now I've got to rejig things next week to squeeze that job in. So weird. They told me not to bother contacting him, but there's a part of me that feels like I just want to call him up and say, why the fuck did you do that? Like, what have you got against me? I don't know. It's just a weird one. The other thing today, fairly notable, was that I had to issue a flat unsafe on one of the sites I visited today at West Horsley near Leatherhead. I'll try to keep this simple. Basically, they'd set up what's called an Oxford landing, which is a safe and stable piece of kit which allows you to bridge the gap between the top of a staircase and the wall in front of it, where obviously you can't reach it from ground level because the steps go down, and these are dry liners, so they need access all areas. I walked into the building, the house, and I looked at the Oxford landing and I just couldn't fucking believe it. One of its 4 legs towards the top of the stairs was propped up and held in position by 2 lumps of rock stuffed under the leg. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I had to immediately stop all work, and I said, look, that's a straight unsafe, that's a red marker in your audit. It's the first time I've dished one out for about 6 months, and I was really surprised because the guy in question, I've visited him on his site about 10 times over the last year, and I've very rarely had anything much to say to them. So today, to find that there, yeah, that was a shocker. I mean, Jesus, if that came off its rocks, then who knows what the outcome would have been, but it very likely would not have been positive. So I got that dealt with, and the rest of my work today was fairly straightforward. No at-risks, no unsafes, just a handful of advisories really. But yeah, that one was a weird one, and like I said, I was quite surprised by it. The plus side of having one less job today, I did dip into the gym twice. I've just spent about half hour outside with my laptop working on the book and getting a little bit of sun, which is always pleasant. And now I'm in my room and just getting ready for tomorrow. Got a busy day tomorrow. My drive for work tomorrow, I've got to visit 4 sites, and from home to site to site to site to site and then home again is 245 miles. So it's going to be a long day on the road tomorrow. Some relatively straightforward site visits. I don't get any grief off of these people. They're usually very on point with everything, so the jobs themselves will be relatively straightforward, but the driving is going to be a ball ache, especially in this weather. You do not want to get stuck in traffic jams. I hate putting the aircon on in my little car because I still buy into the idea that it canes your petrol. I don't know if that's even true or not, but it used to be. No doubt someone will enlighten me on how it works in the world that isn't pre-2014 before I went away. So we'll get on with that, and then it's visits to London on Friday, which is also going to be a pain in the arse because of all the train strikes. After Friday it's Saturday, and after Saturday it's Sunday, so I'll have something to look forward to. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a great day. Really interesting that my first video about this whole issue with my landlady and where I live has had, I think, 25,000 views now, which is astonishing really, because it's not exactly newsworthy, but I'll take it. Yeah, tomorrow's another day, guys. Have a good one. Take care.